Hi, welcome and good morning to the very last and final live Central Europe breakfast TV from the Hannover Fair. It was outstanding. So it's the fourth day, and well, we can see people are a little bit exhausted of all those good and great quality meetings they had, and also maybe the one or the other fair party. It's so great that I also have BTIC Munich back, Martina, Udo. Very good morning. It's so great to have you in the show today. Hello.
Good morning, Friso. Yes, we are here in Munich in the Business Technology and Innovation Center. Unfortunately, we haven't got these fancy coffee machines that you have, but we have water at least.
Hello, Friso. Hello,
well,
team
that's
in
perfect.
Hannover. Great to have you.
Hello,
good morning.
Udo. Great to have you back here. And yes, I can say the coffee, that was the best coffee ever. So whenever we go back to the Hannover Fair, we have to have exactly that great team. And yeah, they keep on smiling. Day 4, a great fair, comes to an end. Udo, you opened this fair. And what we also found out is besides the quality meeting, it was also about talents, about young talents, about finding new people. So I think it's time to watch over to Justus and Annika, who will tell us a little bit more about young talents, about students, about what we have on the plan for today, and also what will be there in the future. Hi, Justus. Hi, Annika.
Hi, Friso. Thanks for the introduction. So as you see, I got a special guest with me today because the fair is less crowded, as you probably see in Friso's background, and therefore we have planned something special for today. Let me introduce you.
Hi, good morning. Yes, I'm Annika, and yes, I'm responsible for all campus and education-related topics at Atos. And yes, I'm very happy to be here today at the Hannover Fair to have the focus on recruitment of young talents, and yes, to give them an overview about the various entry opportunities at Atos.
So you talked about young talents. Who was invited for today?
Yes, we decided to invite many schools and universities to come here and to get in touch with Atos. And as a result, around about 40 young boys and girls from school and university are coming today here to get an overview about our portfolio of Atos. And after that, I will give them an overview about all entry options and the different career possibilities at Atos.
Thanks, Annika. Talking about young talents, Udo, maybe we can switch back to you. What's your opinion about having young talents at our booth and introducing them into Atos and what we're doing here?
Thank you, Justus, and thank you, Annika. It's great that you are on the booth today. I think a clear symbol of the increasing attractiveness of our company in our region and especially in the German market. Maybe just as a quick recap of what these young talents will get in contact with when they are visiting our booth. You know, we have designed the overall elements we are presenting, or we have presented in the last days, and I could join the fantastic team on the first day on Monday. Is the complete process from design of products via HoloLens in a virtual environment, then orchestrating shop floor data and how we are able to manage them and to embed them and really bring value to our clients, then connected to quality control, where we really had some clear, crisp examples for our clients to present on how can we improve their productivity with regards to quality inspection, and then the embedding via IoT, Internet of Things. We had a drone there. They could really feel and see the results of the activities we are driving, and the whole was then embedded by both the SAP back office analytic capabilities we do have, as well as then the overall decarbonization story we are heavily penetrating into the German market. So I think especially for young talents, when they can feel, when they can see, when they can have really a first perception of what is Atos all about, especially with regards to what we can offer to them, this is really a super opportunity, and I'm very glad that we are using this last day of the Hannover Fair to use this as an opportunity to be a kind of a showroom and be very tangible to them in order to discuss potential perspectives and to continue to attract young talents, because this is our future.
Yeah, Udo, so thank you for these first impressions about young talents, and of course the customer side, because this is well, a very important part of a fair. And how was the feeling to be together with people, with real people, and not just via video? So I think
super exciting, honestly. So first time after all this period we all have faced during the last 2.5 years, so you could really perceive that it was well perceived, the connection together with all the people joining us and visiting us, and especially our clients, very impressed by the holistic view and the completeness of the overall storyline. So I think, and thanks to the team who made this possible in the last 4 days, the whole team on the booth, but also the colleagues who embraced this in the preparation of it, that we could really show them the overall holistic story of what it's all about in terms of production, especially in the manufacturing area, but not only related here. So it was a fantastic, exciting moment for me, also for me personally on Monday.
Yeah, I believe so. So my last time was in 2019, when the last HMI Live was in Hannover. So that is really a great experience, and it's also good to see that people are really happy to meet each other and talk to each other. It's also important for customers to talk to each other and not just to us. But Friso, I learned that you have some new guests there at the Hannover Fair, so some new faces. Let's talk about that.
They are coming in a second. Martina, you're totally right, but you know, this is live, and we're just like with the talents, and we need to switch over a little bit of that. But what I wanted to say, and really maybe ask back in regards of the young talents to Annika, she already mentioned that there will be some action and activities going on, but what we didn't cover right now is like, what young talents are we really looking for? What are we searching for? Who should come not just to the booth, but also with their applications in the different areas? Maybe Annika, I can give that back to you, and after that we're going to switch in the room, in the studio, and make a quick handover to this one. Annika, Justus, you are right now in the planning for getting the talents, and some of them waited there yesterday. Even some people came here. Annika, who are you looking for, and what can they expect?
Yes, the young talents are coming here in small groups, and then they get a guided tour at our booth, and yes, to learn more about Atos. And after that, I will give them an overview about the different entry opportunities, and yes, can explain them the different job roles at Atos. So yes, we can decide what are the best entry options for them and the best career path. And yes, the aim is to get yes in touch with them, and yes, to decide what's the best career path. And yes, I think bringing them together with us, with Atos, so early in their career path, so as a student or yes, a young boy or girl in school, it's very, very important for us to yes, for our future, to have the young talents in Atos. So yes, for the next generation, for our employees.
That's perfect. Well, thank you so much, Annika. Thank you so much, Justus. I couldn't emphasize that more. We're looking for young talents. We're looking for the like-mindeds, the new-mindeds, the ones that will change a lot. And also in regards of changing, Annika, Justus, thank you. Maybe we can now switch the room to have the other people that they can join. Looking back, Martina, young talents are coming. They're also in Germany, a lot of young talents. You had sessions with young talents. You had this week another Women in Tech Day. So a lot is going on, and I think that's quite important to see. Atos is doing a lot in finding those talents, bringing them together, and really talk with them and attract them to a company like Atos, which is, well, one of the technology leaders in that space. And yeah, I think we have something in the pocket. And I think as the room is not yet finally cleared, Martina, maybe I can give it back to you and say, like, what has happened in regards of young talents over the last couple of weeks or months? And what do you expect and what do you see in the change also of the workshops that you are doing at your place? Would be great to get a view of you, Martina, on that.
Yes, I'm very happy to do so. Well, I have a daughter. She's 18 years old. And of course, I have lots of discussions with her about it. Today, she has her she's just graduating from school, so she has some tests today. But I'm really excited about young talents, and I think it's important. And Udo, I'm sure you see it in the same way, because we need other perspectives, other views, and even though maybe we do not see it the same way, or maybe even we don't like it at the first place, what they think and they see, but it's really important to get new impressions, new views, new angles.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if I may compliment on this, what Martina said, and also Annika, so we have hundreds of open positions in Germany, and this is reflecting the whole variety of portfolio elements, especially in the digital area we can offer. You can name it. We are searching for penetration testers, so people who are familiar and like to really enter into infrastructure environments, and we are looking for SAP implementation colleagues helping us to enhance back office infrastructures in our clients. We are looking for decarbonization people who are very familiar with the environmental challenges we do have, and this is only a small portion of it. We are hiring every week between 15 and 20 young people. We are heavily melting down our age pyramid, which is good, and especially with young talents, we get also a fresh pair of eyes in terms of challenging also our way of how we are driving things going further. And as I said before, this is reflecting our future, and it's important to listen, because people are not necessarily as 20, 30 years ago entering into a company and then stay there forever. We need to bring them into perspective, offer them attractive jobs, attractive opportunities, the variety of the clients we do have, and especially in Germany, we have fantastic brands which are quasi working out of Germany into an European or an international or even a global environment. And so we have fantastic opportunities, and as a day to day where we are inviting a lot of young people, this is helping us really to increase this further.
Yeah. And as a woman, I can say I'm very happy to see that more and more young ladies, girls are coming, so not only men in this business. And I think this will also change a lot of things, because the perspectives and the way of doing things is different, and that's very good. And I'm really glad yesterday we had Diversity Day, so it's good to see that Atos is open to everybody, and so we don't judge for anything. Come to us.
And exactly. And a clear example also, we have been awarded a couple of weeks ago being one of the most innovative companies in Germany in the area of technology. Let's talk about it. I mean, that's fact. And I think this as a single element is also one thing people are attracting into it. And I think we need to communicate and talk about this even more.
Okay, Friso, what's going on in Hannover?
Everything.
The new face is ready.
Yes, the new faces are ready. And you were talking about change. You were talking about young talents. And I think now we have a combination, because Atos as an organization is changing. During this Hannover Fair, we introduced Bernd Voringer in his new role. And I think that's the one part. In regards of young talents, as I can see, he also has one of our young talents right with him. So I think it's quite the time to switch over to them and reflect a little bit on the fair. And Bernd, you could tell us a little bit more why Marco is sitting next to you.
Yeah, Friso, thank you for having me again here 24 hours after my introduction yesterday. And I'm still totally excited about the number of customer interactions I'm seeing happening here on our fair booth. Now, Annika mentioned it, and Udo talked about it as well. We continuously look about new talent that we want to bring into the organization. Of course, also on the sales side, there are a number of positions open, and we are totally interested in getting new talents and getting interested people to join the organization. Today, I want to jump to the other side of the spectrum and to show you what I would call a very mature sales talent. And that's you, Marco. Yesterday on the booth, I could clearly see that you had a lot of customer interaction, a lot of touch points with clients. And so why don't you share with the audience here first of all, where you are in the organization, which topic you represent. It might be interesting as well. And what is your trick? I mean, how do you get in touch with clients?
Yeah, so thank you, Bernd. My name is Marco. I'm in the manufacturing consulting team, so in the manufacturing industry. And what we're showing here at our booth, I think that's a combination of very, very interesting digital IT use cases. Our customers are very surprised what we're able to do. And Udo, you just mentioned it. We are leaving, finally, the statement of being just an IT provider. So we have the additive manufacturing. I'm presenting industrial data at scale, so scaling your digital use cases. And yeah, what it's about selling, I think it's about the team.
Yeah.
And that's also interesting for our young talents. They're seeing here a great team, and after this whole Corona times, it's good to finally be back here. And we have a great team that can experience us. And yeah, when the customer is at booth, it's easy. You just have to explain to him and tell him a story. But we have Christian Spohn here with us, Kevin Schmidt, they're doing hunting, they're bringing customers to our booth. And then, yeah, we have to convince them of our offerings. As simple as that.
So my summary would be, it's a super combination of a deep technology understanding, being really a tech geek, basically, and combine it with dealing with customers, doing sales, acquiring new projects. I mean, tons of opportunity. So folks out there, if you're interested, get in touch with us. There are opportunities out there in Atos. You agree?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, then back to you, Udo, back to you, Friso.
Well, perfect. I think, Martina, that was a new guest. Udo, what do you think? Right.
Yeah, so first of all, Bernd, thank you. And again, I mentioned it on Monday already. Welcome, a warm welcome from my side again. I'm very happy that you have joined our team, because on the one hand, and we have talked about it right now, it's about attracting new talents and showing them perspectives. This is super and this is important and this is our future. But in the same token, you need to have experienced leader and professional leadership guiding them, showing them perspective, leading them, coaching them, challenging them into what are they doing, especially in customer situations where they can learn a lot. And I think this is exactly the sorry for that. That's exactly the combination we do need, and it shows off and it's paying off. And what I have learned is that the team, and Marco, thanks also to you, we have generated several hundreds of promising leads, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, we need these new leads, we need new logos, we need new business, we need to continue on this path for further growth. And this is an excellent example on where we are really professional, successful, and we need to continue on this.
Yes.
So that's my view. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and it's good, of course, to have trade shows back to not only talk about and share screens or PowerPoints or whatever, but really show examples. And I think you've done this already at the trade floor. Marco, I know you are a specialist there, and you are always very glad to really demonstrate things and not just talk about it.
Yeah, and we need those kind of interaction. It makes, as you just mentioned, so much more fun, not only showing PowerPoint slide. We have real use cases here. We can interact with our customers. We get direct feedback. That is awesome, again, to have this here at the Hannover Fair.
And I can agree. I mean, that's what I saw happening yesterday. It's amazing that this experiment in this post-corona situation, new normal, and let's be clear, it was a kind of experiment, that it pays back. It was absolutely important to be here. It was interesting to see that partners equally as clients join us on the booth here, and we had a dialogue and we created the leads, and we will follow up on them. And some of them we certainly will convert into real opportunities and projects. So I'm very confident. It was a good decision, Udo.
And it was a good start for you, Bernd, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Trying to live up to expectations.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. And especially to the point you mentioned it, Bernd, the partner environment. I mean, the hall, we have been in there, Hall 4 and Hall 5, one of the most dynamic environments on the overall fair, showing that we are attracting interest, not only from clients, but also in the partner environment. And I had several discussions with our partners, with Google, with Microsoft. Siemens was there as well. So very high level discussions also, showing me that and giving me confidence that we are exactly on the right path and that we could even do more in embracing these environments and making more out of it together. And places like the Hannover Fair are ideal places to do so. So yeah.
Exactly. So we had now customers, we had partners, young talents, senior talents, and everybody. Friso, what about you? How is your expression? And was it the first time that you've been in Hanover?
It was the absolute first time I've been to the Hannover Fair. So I visited Hannover a couple of times before already. But visiting the Hannover Fair and where, well, you had so many stories about like how the Hannover Fair was like in 2019 and 2018. People were thinking about like, well, can this fair meet the expectations? Can it just like go there where it was in 2019? How will it be right now? The feedback I got is that there were not so many people, just like as people rushing by, but that the meetings and the talks were of higher quality. So people on the one hand side were very happy to meet each other. On the other side, they were really talking about concrete topics and problems and solutions and how Atos could help it. So it's more about the quality than the quantity. But in regards of like the overall feeling, it's so positive. People like to talk to each other. And there was one sentence I never ever heard during this fair, and that was, "Can you see my screen?" So that's a huge difference already. You see people smiling and shaking hands. And also the whole team here, they were so active. Sometimes it was even hard to get through. Like, for example, Marco was overcrowded all the time. People were waiting and nearly queuing up while he was talking about idea at scale. The same with the quality control gun of Pierre. I think he gave that presentation in a 5-minute thing. So that's something very, very outstanding. And I'm super happy that I have been here, but I'm also super happy that Atos is here and made the decision to go on that fair, even post-COVID. And Udo, maybe I can ask, it was like, it's hard to make a decision to go on a fair back during those times, so much uncertainty in a way, but you opened it up and you saw the difference. Maybe as you opened the Hannover Fair with our first Central Europe Breakfast TV Live, how about like a reflection now after day 4? And I know the day just has started and we will keep doing our best. Overall reflection from your point of view, Hannover Fair and Atos, you gave about key points. What's your view?
Yeah, so for sure it was the right decision to be there. So I think this is a no-brainer. This was for sure the right decision in both dimensions. Into the internal dimension in terms of showing our people that we are there, that we can contribute into the dialogue of manufacturing processes and how can digitalization, especially all our capabilities, can contribute into this. So this is one part. The other part, the external part, is we are part of the game. So we are in so many elements, meanwhile leading the pack. You just need to just ask our consultancy agencies in the managed security consulting area, in SAP, a couple of weeks ago, in Internet of Things. It's so fantastic, showing the whole variety of capabilities we can offer, and we are visible. And we are increasing our visibility, and Hannover Fair has for sure also contributed into this. The increasing amounts of visits and of interests, and you mentioned it, the quality of the dialogue, so going really into the depth of the details and really challenging us whether we are capable to do so, and we can. So this is enhancing overall our profile, and that's this mega important, that we are not in the past, as 10 years ago, being a purely IT infrastructure outsourcing provider, but really moving up the complete value chain into the overall digital business with all the elements, bringing value to the clients. And I think especially the value discussion, we could really prove on the booth in the different elements with ID at scale, the quality control, IoT, decarb, SAP in the back office, as I mentioned, but also already in the design part, where we virtually are able to connect with other partners in a new environment and establishing already their discussions around development of products before they are even existing. And I think all those elements are a clear proof point and a crystal clear proof point that it was the right decision to do so. not talking about what we have discussed before, that it's good also for our people to interact, to see, and that's not about, I cannot see your screen anymore, but you can really feel the body language, the dialogues and so on. So all those elements are for sure also paying off. So I'm, as I said, very, very positive. And from a business-related perspective, as I said, this leads, and Bernd mentioned it, we will certainly make some real opportunities out of it. This will help us in the continuation on our growth path. So overall, the resume is very, very positive, Friso.
So it's also innovation, of course. I mean, we didn't talk about yet innovation.
Right,
we didn't use the word, at least we talked about it.
Yeah.
So innovation is also one part. And I know you still have some art pieces in Hanover where we could start to discuss innovation. So if there are people next or near to Hanover, they still have today to look at these things and to look on technology from another angle, from an innovative perspective, from the view of an artist. Exactly. So, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We had also used the opportunity to have a social influencer, and I gave a couple of sentences how innovation and the art of manufacturing plays together, and it's all about creativity and all about innovation, and really making innovation also real and happening into client situations. It's quite exciting, as this is a new element we as a company will use even more going further, and this was also for me personally a new experience. So this innovation power we do have as a company is great.
That's perfect. Yeah, and it's still here, and you saw it. It was live. I just saw that the team here, and they at the current moment had nothing. And as we are also now coming to the end of the very last Central Your Breakfast TV live from the Hannover Fair, I brought Kevin, I brought Annika back in again, I brought Christian. That team was awesome. Marco mentioned you all right now, and you couldn't hear it because you were already again active with the customer. So I thought also giving them a little stage on what has happened, because they have done an amazing job. In regards of art and the art exhibition, yes, on Tuesday we're going to open the Atos art exhibition in London, and I'm happy that we're going to be there. We will also do live streamings to the Innovation Week, which will take place. So you mentioned being an innovative company, attracting talents, and also what great job they're doing on going on a fair. I think that is very, very, very special. And yes, I would like to thank everybody, and also that they're coming. It's a bit unfair for them because they cannot hear you. I just have the man in the ear and they are not, and I just took them over. I would see and suggesting, as we have no question in that, we're just waving bye-bye from the Hannover Fair. It was great to be here with you. Martina, just maybe you can do the closing.
My pleasure, our pleasure.
For the next customer interviews.
Have a great day today.
Thank you very much to all of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Applause for you.
Bye-bye. Great. You've done very well. Thank you.
Super. Super.